I don't know how this is not a much larger and a bigger deal than it is being made. I don't really see this national news per se. I don't really see this, just going crazy across the internet, if you know what I'm saying. And as it says by the title, aliens may be living among us, disguised as humans, Harvard researchers claim. Like, Harvard is claiming that aliens, like the TV show X, was it X? I don't remember, it's a 1990 show where there's like these aliens, like reptiles, like David Icke was saying. I mean, now it's David Icke, by the way, David Icke is right. Reptilian shapeshifters, Alex Jones, and now these freaking scientists at Harvard study. Like, this is like worldwide. This is like Canada, secret UFO civilization. Aliens could be here on Earth already. Aliens may be living among us, disguised as humans, Harvard researchers claim. Man, I think the craziest of this is like people have been talking, like I said, David Icke was talking about reptiles, and you see all those YouTube conspiracy videos where guys like Barack Obama or other, Bilderberg Group members and the elites and the Klaus Schwabs, and they move around, they talk, and you can see their eyes flicker from regular eyes to alien eyes. Like, maybe this is not all just some crazy and wacky conspiracy story type thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe, dude, this is wild. Remember the movie They Live with was it Carpenter with Rowdy Piper? And they had the glasses they put on. They could see the aliens and whatnot. Oh, my God. Anyways, let me read about this real quick here. All right. Aliens may be living among us, etc., etc. A paper written by research scientists at Harvard University suggests aliens could be living underground. That's why we see UFOs and otherwise not UAPs flying into the ocean. That's actually a fact. They have like whistleblowers and people on the Joe Rogan Experience and other guys who actually worked and are credible sources stating that these UAPs, UFOs, are flying in and out of the ocean on the moon. Remember the moon base? The moon base, up the moon base, building the earth is flat, the moon landing was fake, up about that moon base, the hollow moon theory, or even walking among us and posing as humans. The paper, which has not have been peer-reviewed, who cares, looks at a newer, unconventional theory called CryptoTerrestrial Hypothesis. The paper was written by researchers with Harvard's Human Flourishing Program, but a note at the top of the report called it a speculative thought piece and emphasized it's not affiliated with the program at Harvard. Okay, cool. Who cares? There's actual scientists and stuff who vote for Biden now who are trying to tell you that there's, look, I'm choking up, guys. I'm choking up. That there's reptilian shapeshifters. We would also like to emphasize that we believe the hypothesis to be in all likelihood false, but nevertheless believe it still merits scientific investigation. That's how it always starts out, right? Like, we're now talking about someone like David Icke and everybody else who is just totally made fun of, and they make them sound like they're kooks, but now we got these scientists. Climate change crisis. Oh my God, the world's ending. It's getting so hot. COVID-19 is going to kill everybody. Oh my God, I'm dying. Are now trying to say that the aliens are living among us. What is the CryptoTerrestrial Hypothesis? According to the paper, scientific discussion around unidentified aerial phenomena, that's UFOs, the official government term for UFOs, there you go, has been dominated by two main classifications: human technology, conventional terrestrial origin, or extraterrestrial origin, civilizations arriving from somewhere other than Earth. Researchers have since considered a more unorthodox set of theories, the ultra-terrestrial hypothesis. Including in this subset of theories is the crypto, all right, Bitcoin's going up, CryptoTerrestrial Hypothesis, which explores the possibility of non-human intelligence living among us, either concealed underground, underwater, or disguise themselves as humans. Remember the Star Trek episodes as well, where they go to the planet and they have to fit in and pretend to be like part of the alien civilization because their whole, prerogative or their whole, rules, lack of a better word for Star Trek Next Generation was they can't interfere with other alien species and whatnot. I'm telling you, man, fiction always ends up being stranger. The facts are stranger than fiction. Reality is stranger than fiction. Anyways, first, it's increasingly apparent that UAP are not only terrestrial, but can also move underwater. Like I just said the previous there, people have been talking about that in the government. But their airborne counterparts defy explanation, the paper states. I mean, here's the damn whole paper. Are you kidding me? The authors cite retired Air Force Major David Grush and retired Navy Rear Admiral Tim Gallaudet, who have argued there's a lot list of strange occurrences underwater, acting in ways that surpass human technology and even challenge scientific understanding of what is possible underwater. What? Go ahead. Go. Okay, I will just go. I will close the thing. It's fine. Go. So funny, like, close the door. All right, there you go. The researchers also point to the empirical mystery around UAP sightings, often involving orbs that appear to enter or exit potentially underground access points like volcanoes. I'm gonna go on something a little crazy here. That's not even about this, but I've been following this guy on Twitter and whatnot who has a large following. I can't remember his name, where he talks about flight MH370, the Malaysian air flight that disappeared, and there's videos of orbs flying around this thing and then it just disappearing. I don't know how fake that is because I don't know. I can't really prove if it's real or not. But they're telling us that there was like this orbs and time travel. I don't know listen. I'm just saying that like a lot of these things in movies being made like in Hollywood by Carpenter with the They Live and the TV shows, like what else? Like, oh yeah, the Space Odyssey 2001. Like, these people are telling you things like Eyes Wide Open with Eyes Wide Shut rather with Nicole Kidman and Tom Cruise. There you go, Bohemian Grove. That was the whole thing about the sex cults and whatnot and all the crazy stuff that happens in Hollywood. Tell you right to your face. Stanley Kubrick there as well. Anyways, I don't know. It's strange, man, because like when people in Harvard and whatnot are starting to actually talk about this. Project Bluebeam. I mean, that's what we could say. Project Bluebeam. You know what I'm saying? What is Project Bluebeam? Project Bluebeam is a fake alien, what do you call it? I guess interaction, invasion, where it's supposed to reel in the Antichrist and try to make a one new world order, one world, one government, and it's all just a psyops. Who knows? Although this idea is likely to be regarded skeptically by most scientists, such is the nature of some UAP that we argue this possibility should not be summarily dismissed and instead deserves genuine consideration in a spirit of epistemic? All right, I speak English good. Epistemic humility and openness, wrote the authors, who include 2 Harvard researchers and a biological anthropology professor from Montana Technical University. Okay, so these 2 dudes, 2 Harvard researchers and a biological anthropology professor, dude, they're trying to prepare us for some shit. Nick Pope, who ran the British government's UFO program, told Fox News Digital he sees the paper more as a thought experiment rather than true scientific research, just putting some ideas out there in a way to try and break away from the rather binary. That's like, listen, I'm not binary. I'm transsexual. Either it's aliens or just, wait, what? No, I'm not. Misidentification. Pope told Fox News Digital they're not claiming to have found any evidence of this, but they're trying to kickstart a debate about this. Now, what they're doing is they're trying to kickstart and get people's minds wrapped around the fact that we're fucking, you know what I'm saying? You know what's really crazy? I want to not talk about this. Like, people don't realize this, but like if you look in the Bible and you read things in the Bible, there's some really strange stuff in there, man. The Anunnaki are in the Bible. These huge-ass gods mixing with humans, and the whole idea like the Anunnaki and like the nebula, the planets and all that stuff. Bro, that stuff's in the Bible. Like, it's absolutely crazy that people like even talk about this. Like, I didn't know that. The Anunnaki and the people walking around, they're actually like our beings from our planet and the whole rule that we know. And like, listen, getting fired up here. Let me calm it down. Woosah. If you look at like things that have been said before in the past, like about how we, like even Tucker Carlson and people in the government who are, whistleblowers and work with UFOs and whatnot, they have said, and even Tucker Carlson was saying, and Joe Rogan and all those other people. I know it's funny like referencing Joe Rogan, but honestly, that's the only guy who actually has all these different people on his show and they talk for 3.5 hours. So it's more so about the guests rather than Joe Rogan, because I know it's kind of a meme, like, oh yeah, Joe Rogan, bro, Joe Rogan, MMA. I get it. Sounds like there's not something you really want to actually put any merit in. But my point is like they've had these people on, and they say all these different people from different areas have met, said that if we really knew the truth, the fact is that it could cause society to collapse because people would not, the reality we're living in is really not what you think is going on around us. How about that movie? Oh my God, how the hell can I forget the movie? It's the movie. It's like the prequel to Aliens, Prometheus. And how we're just basically like these aliens who look like huge ass freaking versions of me, but they're like 12 feet tall and super like pale, albinos, and they have no hair, and they come down and they mix the goo with like these primates and stuff, and then we made humans. Maybe that's what we are. And like the Anunnaki said that we could be slaves to help mine for gold because they need it for their atmosphere. Weird stuff going on. Anyways, the Pentagon denies having any of, I really trust the Pentagon. I trust the government. I trust law enforcement. I trust the alphabet gangs. Yeah, I really trust these people. Yeah, the Pentagon denies having any evidence of extraterrestrial life on Earth. A Pentagon study released in March examined reported sightings of UFOs over nearly the last century found no evidence of aliens or extraterrestrial intelligence. The Defense Department's All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office reviewed nearly 80 years of reports in government offices and special access programs related to UAPs. Holy shit. All right. So there it is, my friends. Aliens may be living among us. It is crazy. Bananarama ding dong. That's the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Peace.